Welcome to the Understanding Performance Management module. This is an ILM module and is brought to you by Professional Futures. I'm Tracy Callahan and I'll be taking you through the Understanding Performance Management module. I've been in HR for over 18 years, both in industry and teaching the topic, and I currently teach both ILM and CIPD modules. I've used my experience to identify some relevant and interesting articles which I've recommended throughout the module. You'll be able to access the additional reading and this will give you a greater understanding of the topic. This session is an introduction to the Understanding Performance Management module. So let's have a look at the contents and the support material available to you. If you've decided to follow the accredited route and will be completing the assignment at the end, you will need a workbook which is structured to cover the whole module. If you've decided to complete this module for your own development and are therefore following the non-accredited route and not completing the assignment at the end, you won't need the workbook. However, you will still be directed to complete some activities throughout the videos. In both cases, you'll be able to access a set of slides for each section, and you'll also be able to access a video which will give you more information about each of the topics in each section. You'll also need to download a free QR code reader to be able to access the additional reading. You'll be able to download a free QR code reader to your smartphone or your tablet, and there are lots of free apps available. So take some time now to download this onto your smartphone or your tablet, and when you're ready, resume the video. The Understanding Performance Management module is a Level 3 module, and as such this carries a credit value of 2. There are 7 unit guided learning hours associated with this module, and that means that you can expect to spend at least 7 hours learning about the topic and gaining understanding before you embark on your assignment. The aim here is to develop your knowledge and understanding and for you to be able to manage performance in the workplace as required by a practicing or a potential first-line manager. You can see that the learning outcomes are split into 4. This means that at the end of the module you will be able to understand the value of assessing performance to meet organisational and individual needs. The second learning outcome states that you will know how to manage performance of individuals in the team, and the third states that you will be able to understand the value of feedback in the workplace. The final learning outcome states that you will know how to manage underperformance in the workplace. Learning outcome 1, which is understand the value of assessing performance to meet organisational and individual needs, is split into 2 assessment criteria. Assessment criteria 1.1 asks you to describe the value of formal and informal performance assessment in the workplace, whilst assessment criteria 1.2 asks you to explain the role of the first-line manager in performance management. To support you with learning outcome 1, there are 2 videos available. Video 2 covers including informal and formal performance assessment, whilst video 3 looks at the role of the first-line manager in performance management. Learning outcome 2 is know how to manage performance of individuals in the team, and this learning outcome is split across 4 assessment criteria. The first assessment criteria 2.1 asks you to identify ways to ensure fair and objective formal assessment, whilst assessment criteria 2.2 asks you to explain how to set SMART objectives for a team member. Assessment criteria 2.3 asks you to explain how to set performance standards for the team members, and assessment criteria 2.4 asks you to explain how to measure performance against the agreed standards. To support you with Learning Outcome 2, there are 3 videos available. Video 4 explains ways to ensure fair and objective assessment, whilst Video 5 explains how to set SMART objectives. Video 6 explains how to set performance standards and then how to measure against these standards. Learning Outcome 3, which is Understand the Value of Feedback in the Workplace, is split into 2 assessment criteria. Assessment Criteria 3.1 asks you to explain the importance of feedback to improve performance, whilst Assessment Criteria 3.2 asks you to describe how to give effective feedback. To support you with Learning Outcome 3, there is a video which is Video 7, and this one explains the importance of feedback and how to give effective feedback. This is the only video that you will need for Learning Outcome 3. Learning Outcome 4, which is Know how to manage underperformance in the workplace, has been split across 3 assessment criteria. Assessment Criteria 4.1 asks you to identify potential areas of underperformance in the workplace, whilst Assessment Criteria 4.2 asks you to identify causes for failure to meet agreed performance levels. And finally, Assessment Criteria 4.3 asks you to describe actions to restore performance to acceptable levels. To support you with Learning Outcome 4, there is one video, and this is Video 8. This video covers potential areas and causes of underperformance and also explains actions that you can take to restore performance to acceptable levels. This is the only video that you will need for Learning Outcome 4. The final session in this module is Session 9 or Video 9, and essentially this is your assignment guide. So in this video we'll summarise the whole module, we'll include some final checks and provide you with some top tips to enable you to successfully complete your assignment. Now, even if you've decided to follow the non-accredited route, so at this point don't think you'll be completing the assignment, this video is still worth watching because you may at some stage re-evaluate and decide to follow the accredited route. If you do this, you'll be taking your first steps in gaining an ILM qualification. If you have any queries, including upgrading to the accredited route, or if you need extra support or tutorials, please contact us on info@professionalfutures.com. Visit our website where you can access the full course on understanding performance management. This includes a really useful assignment guide with lots of top tips to help you pass your assignment. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new unit. And finally, enjoy watching your next video.